Well, it certainly felt like a March afternoon. There's our view from Scott Stadium as we look off to the south and southwest. We started with some sun, and then by morning, midday hours, afternoon, that buildup of cloudiness, we're under the circulation of a larger storm center. I'll show you in just a moment. We made it up to a high of 63 today. That is very March-like, about 15 degrees off our average. 58 is the current number. We've had gusty northwesterly winds, sometimes topping over 20 miles an hour. Currently in the Shenandoah Valley, mostly cloudy skies, 54. North-northwest winds there at 10, and you can see across the region most of us are in the low and upper 50s across most locations. It will be a chilly night. As far as the satellite and radar combination, you can see that buildup of cloudiness. There's an area of low pressure that's up across New England, and we're caught up in that circulation center. Now, once the sun begins to set, these clouds will start to thin out slowly, so we'll average partly cloudy here for the overnight. Let's quickly talk about the big elephant in the room, and that is the drought. It will continue to be an ongoing story, likely for the rest of the year. Severe drought encompasses 72% of the Commonwealth, and extreme drought encompasses 26. All locations across Virginia are under drought status, and of course we're going into summer, which makes it even worse if we don't receive significant rain. So far this month at the airport, just over 6/10. Average would be nearly 2 inches, a deficit right now of 1.25 inches for the month. Now for the calendar year thus far, we've seen just over 8 inches of precipitation. Average would be nearly 14, so a current deficit of about 5.75 inches. But you add that with last year, and most of us have a deficit of 10 to 14 inches, and that's what it would take in one time to get out of the drought. So again, it's a hard thing to do. Temperatures here for tonight in the low and mid 40s. That's chilly, and then tomorrow a lot more seasonable, low and mid 70s, partly cloudy skies. It'll be a nice Friday. And then get ready for summer, because that's what arrives here for the weekend. Low and mid 80s on Saturday, at or above 90 here on Sunday. There could be an isolated shower thunderstorm, but most of us dry here this weekend. It will feel instant summer, certainly. So low pressure is lifting up through New England. You can see some of the rain here. We're caught up in that circulation. High pressure is going to build in from the west, and that'll eventually take over as our dominant feature heading into the weekend. And you can see that cooler numbers around that area of low pressure in the 50s and 60s. So here we are in the morning. We'll start in the 40s, afternoon highs with a good amount of sunshine in the low to mid 70s, and then we'll start Saturday morning either side of 50 degrees, and a nice Saturday afternoon, especially if you like it warm, with low and mid 80s for the afternoon high. Tonight then, we're in the chilly 40s under partly cloudy skies. We'll still hold on to that breeze, although it should begin to come down a bit as we head through the overnight period. And then today was March-like. Well, we're going to jump right into summery conditions here as we head into this weekend, and look at that stretch of some 90-degree heat as we go into next week. Better chances with the next front by the middle and end of next week for some showers and storms.
All right, Eric, thank you.
And a check of your forecast.